Good morning, everyone. Hope you all are doing well this morning. We will get started as soon as, I guess, courtroom two comes online and they have someone ready for us. It's Greenhouse, good morning. Thank you for being here today.
Good morning, Judge Mora. Good to be here.
Thank you.
Good morning, Judge. While we have a few moments, Dennis, did you get my message in the chat?
I saw for diversion, I saw that.
Yes, perfect.
I didn't see the terms of it, but if you want to tell me at all, or is it in there?
No, it's just going to be that 205 restitution, and then there's a 125 diversion enrollment fee.
Okay, and then on that position, we'll just reset that one because he's in till the 26th on the felony hearing.
Okay, great. And I'll type up that restitution agreement. I'll send it to you for your signature, and then the defendant's going to need to sign it too.
Yes, and that'll give me time to go see him at FCJ and go over it with him.
Sounds good.
Heather, what will we do on in terms of that bond? The bond is pretty high on these. It's like 4,500 on each.
In consideration of the diversion offer that he's gonna accept it, I'll agree to amend it to a signature bond.
Okay, all right, I'll convey that to him. Okay, and then I've got those other cases with him, and I just assume on 52 we just go to the division judge on that.
52.
It's same guy, different incident.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, so we'll just have a brief announcement on that one. Okay.
All right.
All right. Hope you enjoyed your dinner.
Thank you.
Okay.
Your Honor, I actually have a couple of announcements also while we're waiting.
Okay.
These cases were already going to be reset, but new information has come up. So position 11, would like to reset that to the 227 competency calendar.
327 competency, okay.
And the same announcement for position 31. We're going to have an interpreter today.
Is that Indian?
Say it again, Mr. White?
Are we going to have an interpreter today?
They need a Spanish interpreter?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not sure if we're going to need for sure, but position one sounds
Okay.
very much like it, and he's out of Cobb County, so I haven't spoken with him yet.
Good morning, Judge Morrow.
Good morning, Francois. How are you today?
Pretty good. I hope you're doing well.
Yes, thank you. Anyone that we can take there?
So, they're actually talking to their attorneys right now, so we don't have anybody ready.
Okay, well, just let us know.
Can you hear me, Judge?
I can hear you, yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Judge,
Yes, Mr. Markwood.
Judge, I'm here on position 51.
Okay.
And we
Mr.
were,
Webster?
yes, Judge, and if we're going to reset that till Tuesday, the 25th. He's being held on a felony, and I think his preliminary is on the 26th. And I'm going to speak to him at FCJ. The state's offered diversion and signature bond pending the acceptance of the diversion.
Okay, so he is 51, 52, and 53.
Yes, Judge, and as to 52, you already set bond on that one. And we're just going to go back to the division judge on that one.
So we don't need Mr. Webster this morning.
No, not now. Now that Ms. Tucker and I've had our discussion, that's
Okay,
correct.
very good. We'll let the jail know.
That's all I have, Judge.
All right, quick and easy this morning. See you next time, Mr. Murphy. Good to see you.
Thanks,
as always.
Judge. Appreciate it.
So those 51,
Judge,
52,
I do have a quick announcement for, I
Okay,
do have a quick announcement for position 13 through 16. Mr. Mikel Davis, he went to downtown Fort.
okay, so he needs to be reset. So, 18 through 16. Let's see who's representing, Mr. Davis, McQuall Davis.
It says that it's a conflict attorney, so it might be Ms. McLeod, but she's on the phone right now.
Okay, so we'll let her know, if that's her. I see Miss Watson Cafe on the line also.
I'm just. Using it.
Did you get that on? the
Judge Morrow,
website?
we are ready over here at ACDC. Ms. Kim just got done.
Okay, just one moment. Webster, did you get Webster 51, 52, and 53?
So he wanted to reset those jury.
He wants to reset 51 until 2/25.
Okay.
We wanted to return 52 and 53 to the division.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I'll start talking about that.
Okay, yes, Francois. Is there someone that we can take?
Yes, I have position number, what's your name? Ms. Ford, positions 21 through 22.
This is negotiated plea, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Kim. Good morning. Yes, and this is Melinda Ford, is that right?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, good morning, Ms. Ford. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Yeah. Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you. Yes, good morning, Ms. Thompson.
Good morning. Ms. Ford is pleading to count 1, DUI drugs with the terms 12 months to serve 10 days, credit for time served 10 days, balance probated, to pay a $500 fine, complete 60 hours of community service, complete the alcohol drug evaluation and any recommended treatment, complete the risk reduction course, and 1 victim impact panel. Count 2 will merge with count 1. Count 3, driving while license suspended, 12 months to serve 10 days, credit for time served 10 days, balance probated, consecutive to count 1 with a $1,000 fine. Counts 4 and 5 will be null prossed, and in her second case, that FTA will also be null prossed.
Ms. Kim?
Yes, we stipulate for the purpose of the plea, Your Honor.
Ms. Ford, it's my understanding that in case 23 CR 002144E, you wish to plead guilty to driving under the influence of drugs and driving while your license was suspended. Is that correct? Yeah, speak up just a bit. If you can come up just a bit. That was a yes, is that right?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Ms. Ford. When you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck to you, Ms. Ford.
My courtroom 2, Your Honor, we can go to position number 32, Mr. Malais.
This is also a negotiated plea, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Malais. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir?
Yes, sir.
Do you swear from the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, sir. Yes, Ms. Tucker.
Yes, Mr. Malise will be pleading to count 1, simple battery against a police officer with the terms 12 months to serve 60 days, credit for time served 30 days, balance probated, to complete an MHET and 8 hours of anger management. On count 2, obstruction, it's going to be 12 months to serve 60 days, credit for time served 30 days, balance suspended with a $300 suspended fine, and counts 3 through 5 will merge into count 2.
Kim?
Yes, we would like to request for probation to be either non-reporting or terminated upon completion of the conditions. And also first 2 months probation fees to be waived.
Okay, I won't waive any fees, but I'll have it go non-reporting once he completes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Malise, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 000342E, you wish to plead guilty to simple battery against a police officer and willful obstruction of law enforcement officers. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, Your Honor.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. When you complete the terms of the probation, it'll go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation and have to pay those fees, okay? Good luck to you, sir.
Next, Your Honor, we can go to position 35, Mr. Paul.
Well, that's happening. Mr. Adams, who are you here for this morning?
Sabrina Lopes, Lopes.
Which is a DV bench warrant, Your Honor, I believe. That will be 11 a.m., Your Honor.
Oh, okay,
That
so,
was set aside at the last hearing.
okay,
That's
did
all.
you? So, I heard Miss Lopes last week.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Okay, did you submit a, set aside?
I believe so. I gave it to my secretary. So,
Okay, you need to check with your secretary to make sure that I got it. So if I got it, I signed it.
okay.
I'll check and see, Ms. Jordan, can we have someone check and see if there's a set aside for Ms. Lopes on the DV bench warrant calendar? Mr. Adams, why don't you just go ahead and send it again, just to make sure that we have it?
Okay.
Okay, and
What's
then
that case number? Please?
it is 24 CR 00811
118C, okay. All right. Give me the, email address again, please.
We'll put it in the chat for you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I'll get Ms. Lopes, I'll get that signed so that, that'll be set aside.
Okay,
Okay, thank you. And can I also get a disposition of the case?
The bench warrant's just being set aside. It's gonna be returned to the division judge. You'll get notification of your next hearing date, ma'am.
Remember last week we talked about they couldn't get a hold of the victim, so they was gonna put it on this for dismissal because I'm trying to work, and the only way I can work is if that case is dispositioned because
Okay. As I probably said last week, you're gonna have to get in touch with the solicitor's office and speak with them regarding that. Ms. Tucker, if you can, or Mr. Adams, you'll have to speak with, if you can speak with Ms. Tucker on Ms. Lopes.
Because they were supposed to throw it away today.
okay, Ms.
You'll
Lopes,
have to see if you can
just
resolve
call me.
it. There's nothing more I can do in this case at the present time, ma'am. So it's gonna be returned to the division. You'll have to work with your attorney to work with Ms. Tucker's office.
Because we already put the
Ms.
bench.
Lopes, just call me.
Okay.
All right.
The warrant was set aside last week, Judge.
Last
Yes.
week the warrant was set aside, so this week we came back to dismiss the case. That's what I thought I was coming back for.
That was my understanding also.
Okay, so I've done what I can do for you, ma'am. So I will sign that set aside. So stay in touch with Mr. Adams.
We already had it set aside last week, so I thought.
Well, I had to send an order, but they don't have it. I gotta send it again.
Okay.
It's already canceled. We don't need an order from him, Judge.
Okay. So it's already been signed?
Well, just
Yes,
calm down,
and it
but
is.
Mr. Adams, I've already signed it, so we're good to go as far as that goes. You don't need to
okay,
send
can
it.
we hear the case? We're supposed to bring it back to you, yes.
Okay, it's not gonna come back to me. It's gonna go to the division judge. You'll need to get in touch with the solicitor's office as we go forward.
Oh, because that's what I was.
All right, call me, Ms. Lopes. Call me. Thank you, all.
All right, y'all have a good day.
Why do we even come on court today? I'm confused.
I don't know why you're here, ma'am, so.
Well, you told me last week I could come back because they were supposed to get in touch with the victim and they couldn't. So you told me to come back to your court this week so we could get it dismissed so I could work. Remember I had a situation where they wouldn't let me work until the case was disposed of, but the solicitor's office couldn't find the victim. They were trying to get a hold of him since December, no luck. I told them I told them the situation.
Right. Ms. Tucker?
Yes, I'll look into that after court. It's not something I can fix right this very second.
So I need to come up there so I could get this taken care of because like it's messing up my
Oh.
livelihood. I can no longer work to support my kids because this open case is holding me back from working to take care of my kids.
No, coming to the office won't help you. I'll get it done by the end of the day. I don't know for sure that your case is going to be dismissed. I'm going to have to look at the notes and probably speak with the attorney who handled it last week. But I can promise that as soon as I hang up on this call, I will look into it.
Okay, Ms. Tucker, you can't be your name, number, please?
A number for me? Yes, I'll put it in the chat.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Okay, who do we have next?
This is position number 35, Mr.
I just don't understand why they keep having me.
Oh. Okay.
And let's see, what are we doing with that? It's a non-negotiated plea.
Yes, Your Honor. My client wants to have balance suspended. However, right now there's a balance probated.
Okay, so you're objecting to the 40 hours of community service?
Correct.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Paul. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear? Thank you. Do you swear affirm the test? You keep it up for me. Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Okay, you can place your hand down. Ms. Hardy, may I have the history, please?
Yeah, my name is Tom Warren. I'm with the Public Defender's Office. Can you?
Yes, Your Honor. This defendant has 32 arrest cycles in Georgia. Felony conviction in 2023 for burglary, 2009 and 2004, also burglary. There's misdemeanor convictions for criminal trespass in 2024, 2023, 2007, 2005. There's an FTA from 2004 and 8 probation violations. Nothing further to report.
Okay, Ms. Tucker, thank you. Ms. Hardy, Ms. Tucker.
Yes, Judge, the state is recommending 12 months, served 32 days, credit for time served 16 days, balance probated with 40 hours community service. Also stay away from the Bell Apartments at 11014 Gardner Drive in Alpharetta. While the facts of this case aren't that alarming, he broke into an apartment that was unoccupied. They were showing it, to sell the apartments. It's really his history, which is why I'm requesting the 40 hours community service. You did hear 32 cycles, multiple burglaries, including some recent burglaries, which just shows, disrespect for the home, which is what I believe the facts of this case also show, as well as multiple criminal trespass. So for those reasons, we're asking for the 40 hours community service.
5, 8.
Thank you, Ms. Kim.
7.
Actually, Mr. Paul wants to talk about like how he was traumatized. That part he waived my right to advise him not to speak anything, and he has a right to remain silent, but he wanted to speak up about that part. Mr. Paul?
Yeah. Yes. It's no cost. Yeah. I understand the district attorney and the pretrial folks, they have a job to do as far as trying to understand what type of, I guess, perpetrator or criminal that's before you or whatever, but I would hope that you would realize that all the facts in the situation, as far as like a criminal history or in the police report, are true. I had nothing but respect for this unit that I was dwelling in. When the police decided to show up in the middle of the night at 3-something in the morning, they did not knock on the door. They decided to go in through a window to apprehend me. There was no type of domestic violence, no type of altercation, nothing whatsoever. I did not break into this unit. There's no sign of me breaking and entering. There's no damage to the property whatsoever. I had nothing but respect for the unit.
When the police came in, I was doing laundry, cleaning the place up in my underwear. And then I was forced to come out through a window, half naked, no socks, no shoes or nothing, stepping in God knows what with canine dogs and tasers pointed at me. All of that was unnecessary for all the manpower, the resource they put into that. All I've done is comply. So I'm just going to leave it at that with that situation. I'm willing to plead out to it, the charge. I just feel the probation is unnecessary. I've already been through enough and I'm dealing with stuff prior to this situation. I'm just trying to move on with my life. The probation isn't needed. You know, I'm a good person despite the long criminal history. I'm not the picture of a boogie monster that they painted me out to be. So that's all I ask. I throw myself at the mercy of the court. I just ask for the probation be moved off, dismissed, and I just plea out and let this be done so I can go on about my business, about my life, Your Honor. That's all I ask.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Paul Wolf. Let me just first say that nobody is saying that you're a boogie monster. So they're saying that you were unlawfully squatting. And so let me ask you this before I even go further. Were you unlawfully squatting?
No.
Were you in that unit without permission or without the authority to be there? That's a yes, no question. I don't need an explanation.
Yes, Your Honor, I was.
Okay.
I did not break in though.
All right, all right. So, but you were there, you weren't supposed to be there.
Yes, Your Honor.
And that's all that they're saying that you were. So basically what you're doing is you're complaining about, even though you were unlawfully squatting, about how the police officers got into the unit.
Yeah, because
Okay, so hold on. So I appreciate that you're telling me the truth, that you're willing to go ahead and plead to this unlawful squatting. I believe that 16, and he's been in custody 16 days just on this charge. Is that right, Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor.
I believe 16 days. You're being honest with me for unlawfully squatting. I think that's enough. Okay.
Thank
So if you want to take a plea, it'll be 12 months to serve, 32 days, credit for time served, 16 days, balance suspended, and you can get on with your life. Is that what you want?
Thank you, Your Honor. Yes, sir.
Okay. Anything further? Ms. Kim?
Nothing further from defense, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Paul, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 0000542J, you wish to plead guilty to unlawful squatting. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, Your Honor.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, I am.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
I'll accept your plea, Mr. Paul. As I said, the sentence will be 12 months to serve, 32 days, credit for time served, 16 days, balance suspended. Good luck to you, Mr. Paul.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a nice day.
You do the same, sir. We have Miss Chancey on the line. Who needs the Spanish interpreter? Do we still need?
Yes, Judge. But, I guess we're going to have to hold him till the end.
Or whenever she joins.
She's on. But
You can do a breakout. One.
we can do a breakout, Judge, courtroom one. Okay, we'll go to courtroom one and do a breakout.
Okay, so you just let me know when you all are ready to do that. And Ms. Chancey, thank you for being here this morning. We'll be with you.
We're ready. We can go ahead and get that out the way. They're gonna log in at courtroom one. And
Okay.
anytime we can do Kim's client, I have position number 36 and 38, Mr. Penn.
And this is going to be a negotiated plea, Ms. Kim?
I believe so, Your Honor, but let me double check. Yes. It is negotiated plea, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Penn. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. Good morning, sir. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Penn. You can place your hand down. Yes, Ms. Tucker.
In position 36, Mr. Penn is pleading guilty to criminal trespass with the terms 12 months to serve 24 days, credit for time served 12 days, balance suspended, and to stay away from MARTA. Position 37, the failure to appear will be null prost. And position 38, pleading guilty to criminal trespass, it's 12 months, served 24 days, credit for time served 12 days, balance suspended, and stay away from MARTA.
Does he have a ban, Ms. Tucker?
Excuse me?
Does he have a ban from MARTA?
Oh, yes.
And is it a permanent ban or is there a restriction on it?
Let me look it up. I believe there was a restriction on it. I think it started. The most recent one started. Let me just find it.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Kim?
Yes, we stipulate as long as he can just comply with MARTA suspension, and after that is over, I want him to be able to use MARTA again.
It's loading. Yes, okay, so it'll be effective May 19th or May 19th, 2024, it was effective, and you may resume riding. Wait, that was for the 2023. Okay, he has a permanent ban now based on the 2025 case.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Mr. Penn, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 0000641E, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass, and in case 23 CR 008458E, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Mr. Penn, you cannot go back to MARTA, okay? If they catch you there, they're gonna arrest you again, and you're gonna be right back where you are. So stay away from MARTA, okay?
Sir.
Miss Kim, does he need any assistance with housing or anything of that nature that we can help him with?
We gave housing resources to him.
Okay, all right, very good. Good luck to you, Mr. Penn.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Judge, I have positions number 43 through 44, Miss Nadia Reese, and now she spoke to Miss McLeod.
Okay, is Miss McLeod with us?
So Zakia Watson Cafe is on these cases.
That
She-
is correct. She is the person who's on the cases, but I wasn't sure she was on, you know,
She was on this morning. She sent in the chat that she had to log off and change to a different device. So she should be back, and we do have a plea worked out in that case.
Okay, so we'll take that plea as soon as Ms. Watson Cafe rejoins us.
We have, another one of Ms. McLeod's client in quorum two, that's position number 12, Mr. Curtis.
Okay. And, good morning, Ms. McLeod. What are we doing with Mr. Curtis this morning?
Your Honor, that is going to be a negotiated plea.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Curtis. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you. Yes, Ms. Tucker.
Yes, Mr. Curtis will be pleading to theft by taking with the terms 12 months to serve 22 days, credit for time served 11 days, balance probated with a theft prevention class. And on count 2, battery, it's 12 months to serve 22 days, credit for time served 11 days, balance probated, concurrent with 12 weeks of anger management and no further contact with victim Moraine, and to stay away from 1105 Holcomb Bridge Road in Roswell.
Ms. McLeod?
Yes, Your Honor, that is our understanding of the terms of the plea, Your Honor. And we are requesting that his probation go non-reporting once he has completed all the terms, Your Honor. And also if the first 2 months of probation fees could be waived.
Okay. I'll have it go non-reported. I'm not gonna waive any fees, but the sooner he gets it done, the sooner he won't be on reporting probation and have to pay those fees, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Curtis, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 0000575C, you wish to plead guilty to theft by taking and battery, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No,
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and not by pleading guilty to them. You're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Sir.
Anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty? Say it again for me.
No, sir, no one had.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Curtis. When you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation and have to pay those fees. Did you have a question about that?
Yes, sir. Is it 12 hours of community? I mean, 12 hours of
It's anger, yeah, it's anger management. It's 12 days of anger management.
12 days or 12 hours?
I thought it was 12 hours of anger management.
Okay, 12 hours. You're right, Ms. McLeod.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge, I do have a quick question. So even though for positions 43 and 44, Ms. McLeod already interviewed her, she's still not able, even though she's a conflict, she can't represent her?
I'm not sure that Ms. McLeod is the one who did the negotiating for that case. Is that right, Ms. McLeod?
I was not the one who did the negotiating, but I did explain the terms of the plea to her and I explained her rights.
Okay, so I guess what Officer
And I'd be
Francois-
happy to take the plea for Ms. Watson Cafe if she's not here, but I did explain to Ms. Reese what the offer was and what her rights were and what the rights she was giving up if she decided to accept the plea offer.
Well, so Zach let me know that she had worked out a plea with the prior ASG and she was going to send me the paperwork.
Okay.
I actually don't know the terms right now.
Okay, well, I think we should leave it for her to take
Yeah.
that. I definitely think that.
Okay, so as soon as she returns, we'll
Yes,
see if we can get that done.
yes.
Okay, let's see. Do we need to place Ms. Chansey and is everybody ready to go into the breakout room or have you all been in the breakout room?
They already been in, Judge.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Ms. Grace. Where can we go now? Who's at the Alpharetta Annex there?
That's, Tom's client, that's position number 28, Mr. Jackson.
That's Mr. White's client. Okay.
Mama.
Where would you all like to go now?
We can go with the Spanish interpreter case, which is position 1 and 33.
It's gonna be a negotiated, plea. Position 33 is actually the case with the, plea information
Okay.
number.
Ms. Chance, if you raise your right hand for me, please. Do you swear or affirm that you will translate from English to Spanish and Spanish to English to the best of your ability?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Morales. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video.
Buenos días, señor Morales. Yo soy el juez Eric Morrow y este es la sesión de casos de todo propósito. Buenos días.
You'll raise your right hand for me, please, sir.
¿Puede levantar su mano derecha para mí?
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
¿Usted jura o afirma que la declaración que dará ante mí será la verdad, toda la verdad y nada más que la verdad? I do.
Thank you. Ms. Tucker?
Mr. Morales will be pleading to count 1, DUI,
El señor Morales va a declararse ante el cargo 1, manejar bajo los efectos del alcohol,
with the terms 12 months to serve 66 days, credit for time served 33 days, balance probated,
con el término de 12 meses para servir 66 días, crédito por tiempo servido 33 días y el resto de la sentencia bajo libertad probatoria.
to complete the alcohol drug evaluation and any recommended treatment.
Él debe completar una evaluación de drogas y alcohol y cualquier recomendado tratamiento.
Complete a risk reduction course,
Completar un curso para, para la reducción del riesgo en el manejo.
pay a $600 fine,
Pagar $600 de multa.
240 hours of community service,
240 horas de servicio a favor de la comunidad.
and 1 victim impact panel.
Y debe tomar una clase ante el panel de impacto a la víctima.
Count 2, speeding will be time served.
Para el segundo cargo, exceso de velocidad, se le considera tiempo servido.
Count 3, failure to yield right of way will be time served.
Por el cargo 3, por no ceder el paso, se le considera tiempo servido.
Count 4, driving without a valid license is going to be a $750 fine.
Y por el cargo 4, manejar sin licencia, habrá una multa de $750.
And count 5, open container is a $200 fine.
Y por el cargo número 5, por llevar un envase abierto, será de una multa de $200.
Mr. White?
Your Honor, we just asked, except that the plea is negotiated, we would ask, that you waive 2 months of probation fees and, serious fines. He, is also, on probation in Gwinnett County. And then that this probation go to non-reporting once he completes all of his requirements.
Solicitamos que por 2 meses las tarifas de probatoria sean canceladas. Él también tiene probatoria en el condado de Gwinnett, entonces esta probatoria queremos solicitar que no tenga un requisito a que él se presente en persona una vez que él complete todos estos requisitos.
What's he on probation for in Gwinnett?
I don't know, Judge, I didn't ask.
¿Por qué estaba él en probatoria en Gwinnett? No lo sé, su señoría.
Oh, I'm sorry, Judge Clayton, not Gwinnett.
Es en el condado de Clayton, no Gwinnett.
Mr. Morales, it's my understanding that in case 23 CR 002984E, you wish to plead guilty to driving under the influence of alcohol per se, speeding, failure to yield right-of-way, driving without a valid license, and possession of an open alcohol container. Is that right?
Señor Morales, entiendo que en el caso 23CR002984E, usted desea declararse culpable por el cargo de manejar bajo los efectos del alcohol, por exceso de velocidad, por no ceder el paso, manejar con licencia válida y tenencia de un envase de bebida alcohólica abierta, ¿correcto?
No.
¿Perdón?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
¿Está usted bajo la influencia de alguna droga o alcohol esta mañana?
No, señor.
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Y usted está representado por su abogado. ¿Está usted satisfecho con los servicios de él?
Sí, señor.
Hable fuerte, por favor, señor.
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and not by pleading guilty to them. You're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Usted entiende que tiene el derecho de ir a juicio con jurado por estos cargos, pero al declararse culpable, usted no va a poder usar su derecho de ir a juicio, ¿entiende?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
¿Hay alguien que lo haya forzado o coaccionado para declararse culpable?
No, señor.
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated.
Yo acepto la declaración como ha sido negociada.
I won't waive any fees, but I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation and have to pay those fees.
Yo no voy a sacar ninguna tarifa de probatoria, pero una vez que usted cumpla con los requisitos, no necesitará presentarse ante probatoria.
Good luck to you, sir.
Buena suerte, señor.
Gracias.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Gracias, señoría.
Do we need Ms. Chansey for any other cases this morning that we know of?
No, for now.
I'll take that as a no. Thank you for being here this
You're
morning.
welcome, sir. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Federal government.
Yes, but I won't be able to do.
Well, they-
Mr. White, I believe this is your client at the Alpharetta Annex here. Do you need time to speak with him?
No, I've already spoken with him, Judge. It's gonna be a negotiated plea.
Okay. Can we go ahead and do the Alpharetta Annex? Is that okay with everyone?
Yes, Your Honor.
And tell me what position that is again, please.
28,
Say it again for me.
28.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, Mr. Jackson. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Yes, good morning, sir. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yep.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, sir. Ms. Tucker?
Yes, Judge, this is going to be a plea to theft by taking with the terms 12 months to serve 23 days, credit for time served 23 days, balance probated, to complete the theft prevention class, and to stay away from the Garden Inn at 6701 Shannon Parkway, Union City, and also 40 hours of community service.
Mr. White?
Judge, we just ask that you accept the plea as negotiated, and allows probation to, terminate once it's completes all of his requirements.
Okay. Mr. Jackson, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 000690B, you wish to plead guilty to theft by taking. Is that correct? Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Okay. Does he have a history, Ms. Tucker? Is this, Ms. Hardy, what is the history here?
Let me check.
One moment, Your Honor, I'll pull that up.
Thank you.
Four cycles, a shoplifting arrest in 2023, failure to appear in 2017, and shoplifting in 2014. No prior theft by takings.
Are those shoplifting convictions or just charges?
Just charges, just arrest. I don't have any disposition for the 14 one, and the 2023 has been bound over. It's still pending.
Okay, I think the 23 days in custody is a bit for the theft by taking. The court sentence is going to be 12 months to serve 23 days, credit for time served 23 days, balance probated with a theft prevention class. Once you do that class, the probation will terminate.
I
Okay?
think
Good
you're,
luck to you.
you're
Good luck to you,
striking
Mr.
40 hours.
Harrison.
You're striking the 40 hours, is that correct, Judge?
Yes, I'm not requiring him to do the 40 hours of community service.
Thank you, Judge.
And the stay away, of course, from the garden inn.
Got that.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Right. That would be all for Alpharetta. May we be excused?
Yes, y'all have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Who do we have next?
Position number 23, Mr. Golden.
Good morning, Mr. Golden. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, sir. Ms. Tucker?
Yes, Judge. Mr. Golding will be pleading to count 1, criminal trespass. That's 12 months to serve, 11 days, credit for time served, 11 days, balance suspended, and to stay away from the Chevron located at 1072 Cascade Avenue in Atlanta.
Right.
Nothing further, Judge. Just that's a plea.
Mr. Golden, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 0000583C, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir, I understand.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Yeah, I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Golding. Good luck to you, sir. Mr. White, if he needs some services as far as housing, if you can provide that for him.
Okay, Judge. Well,
Thank you.
I'll speak with him and see if the social worker needs to help.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Next, we have position number 26 and 27, Mr. Gray.
Also a negotiated plea.
That's correct, Your Honor.
24.
Good morning, Mr. Gray.
Good morning, sir.
I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Let me know when you're ready.
We're good, Judge. Sorry.
Okay. Can you raise your right hand for me, Mr. Gray?
Sir,
Do you swear from the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you. Ms. Tucker?
Yes, Judge. Mr. Gray will be pleading to 3 counts: criminal trespass, obstruction of law enforcement, and theft by taking. All 3 of those are going to be a time served plea. It's 12 months to serve 44 days, credit for time served 44 days, balance suspended.
And nothing further, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Gray, it's my understanding that in case 18 CR 010243G, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass, obstruction of law enforcement officer, and theft by shoplifting. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Mr. Gray, good luck to you. And it's my understanding that position 27 is going to be null plus. Is that right, Ms. Tucker?
Yes, Judge.
Good luck to you, Mr. Gray.
Hey, well, thank you. Y'all have a good day.
Do the same.
Next, we can go to position 5 and 6, Mr. Bell. Right there.
Good morning, Mr. Bell. Let's see, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney present at these proceedings. It's my understanding that we have provided you with the assistance of a public defender, but you do not wish to utilize their services this morning. Is that right?
Correct.
Mr. Bell, you've been charged in case 20 CR 001165C with driving under the influence of alcohol, less safe, reckless driving, speeding, expired tag or unregistered vehicle, failure to change your address, and too fast for conditions. Each of these charges carries a maximum sentence of 12 months in jail and or $1,000 fine. How do you wish to plead, sir?
This is a special appearance and I would like to remain innocent. Regarding the FTA, I never received service for the court date, and I'd just like to offer the court my forgiveness for that, because I would have come to any of your court dates. I've been in negotiations with your prosecutor office, and we've agreed to dismiss most of all of those charges via our conversations, and all except for the DUI. And so I'm prepared to resolve those matters as responsibly as the court would allow. And I have not intended to miss any court dates. A matter of maybe a misinterpretation of maybe your last summons that has escalated this FTA to a cash only bond. But
Okay, so let me make sure I'm understanding what you're saying, Mr. Bell. You first said that you wanted to plead not guilty. So you want to plead not guilty to the driving under the influence of alcohol that's less safe. Is that correct?
no, sir. If the law would allow me to remain innocent, as the law states that I'm innocent until proven guilty, I'll just leave it that way.
Okay, so that's basically saying that you're pleading not guilty to it. Okay, so what I'm going to do with your case, Mr. Bell, is I'm going to return the case to the division judge. That judge, do we know who that is, Ms. Tucker? That's Judge Dixon, I'm being told. So given that Judge Dixon was the one who gave you the failure to appear, I'll return it to Judge Dixon so that she can look over her bond in that case. And as far as the other charge, position number 5, I'll record your not guilty plea and it will be returned to Judge Dixon so you can speak with her. All right, good luck to you, sir.
So regarding the FTA, am I receiving the time served?
No, sir. All of your cases are being returned to the division judge, Judge Dixon, so that she can advise you how you to go forward. So you'll get notice of your next hearing date, sir. Okay. Good luck to you, sir.
That's it.
Okay.
Who do we have next?
Your Honor, we are waiting for the rest of the defendants to come down from the floors.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay.
Miss Grace? Miss Grace, are you
Yes,
with me?
sir.
Can you call Miss Watson Cafe and ask her? if we
She's
can talk?
on. She's
Judge,
on,
she's
Judge.
on the phone with her client. We're good.
Oh, okay, all right, thank you. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Okay, so I guess we'll be in recess until someone's ready. to
Hi,
go.
Your Honor, sorry. I was on the phone with
Oh,
Miss
no,
Reese.
you're fine, Miss Watson Cafe. I didn't realize that you were back with us.
I may still need to speak to Miss Tucker. We had a negotiated plea with another ASG, and then there were some issues with transportation, and unfortunately, it resulted in a bench warrant for Miss Reese. So I'm just trying to get the paperwork over to Miss Tucker so she can see what was previously discussed.
Okay, do you need to speak with her in a breakout room? Do you need to?
That might be easiest if she's okay with that. Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like we're on hold right now, so why don't you all go into a breakout room? Can we put Miss Tucker and Miss Watson Cafe into a breakout room, please?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And I guess we'll be in recess until someone is ready to go.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Miss Kim, are you with me?
Yes, I am.
Did you see this message in the chat here?
Yes. I just texted back to Miss Sonia Vaughn. She can see the chat.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that you saw that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Judge Morrow,
Yes. Okay, thank you. And Ms. Tucker back with us?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Yes, good morning, Ms. Reese. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, ma'am? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay, thank you. Yes, Ms. Tucker.
Which position is this?
This is position 43. Is that not right, Ms. Reese?
it's 43 and 44.
Right.
Yes, I haven't got the terms yet. She sent it to my email. Give me one moment.
I think the other case is being dismissed.
Yes, so the FTA will be dismissed. It's my understanding that the driving under the influence is going to be reduced to reckless driving with the terms 12 months to serve 24 days, credit for time served 12 days, balance probated, to complete the alcohol drug evaluation and treatment, a risk reduction course, pay a $300 fine, 40 hours of community service, and 1 victim impact panel. Count 2, endangering a child will be reduced or amended to disorderly conduct with 12 months probation consecutive. So it's going to be a total of 24 months probation. And then count 3, endangering a child will also be amended to disorderly conduct with 12 months probation concurrent. Counts 4, 5, and 6 will be null prost. And then the FTA will also be null prost.
Ms. Watson Cafe?
Those are the negotiated terms. I did want to ask the court, if we can waive, if not all, some of the probation fees. She has not had, stable, income for some time now. I know she's definitely trying. She's also an appointed case. She's gonna be, paying quite a bit of fines, and fees, related to this case, between a $300 fine, the risk reduction program, the victim impact panel, travel expenses associated with the community service. So I would ask that the probation fees be waived, and that also should be allowed to go non-reporting after she completes the special conditions of probation. And I will be transparent. I didn't speak to Ms. Tucker about the non-reporting. I forgot about that. So I'm not sure if the state has an objection.
No objection since it's an amended charge.
Okay. And did you get all the amendments, Mr. Jordan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Reese, it's my understanding that in case 23 CR 005561F, you wish to plead guilty to reckless driving, disorderly conduct, 2 counts. Is that correct? Okay, you're gonna have to speak up or pull up a bit so that we can hear you.
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning? Again, we can't hear you.
You gotta talk really loud. No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
I do.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty? I'll accept the pleas as negotiated, Ms. Reese. I'll waive 2 months of probation fees to help you get a job and help you get and stay on your feet. When you complete the terms of the probation, it will go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation and have to pay those fees, okay? All right, good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're
Position
welcome.
number 39, Mr. Paul Phillips.
Yes, Your Honor, this is also negotiated plea.
Okay.
Am I excused, Your Honor?
Yes, Ms. Watson Cafe. Nothing further this morning?
No, I just had Miss Reese.
Okay, have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you. You too.
Good morning, Mr. Phillips. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, you can place your hand down. Thank you, Mr. Phillips. Yes, Ms. Tucker.
Yes, Judge, he will be pleading to count 1, criminal trespass with the terms 12 months to serve 30 days, credit for time served 15 days, balance suspended with a stay away from the Chevron at 6129 Old National Highway in South Fulton. To count 2, public drunk, it's going to be 12 months, served 30 days, credit for time served 15 days, balance suspended.
Kim?
Yes, we would like to stipulate for the purpose of the plea. And that's it, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Phillips, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 000568J, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass and public drunk, is that correct?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
I understand, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Phillips. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Position 40 and 41, Mr. Terrell Porter.
Also negotiated pleas, is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Porter. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir?
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, Mr. Porter. Yes, Ms. Tucker.
Yes, Judge. In position 40, Mr. Porter will be pleading to battery family violence with the terms 12 months to serve 26 days, credit for time served 13 days, balance probated. To complete the family violence intervention program, complete 40 hours of community service, and have no further contact with Scott Morris, and stay away from 3100 River Exchange Drive, apartment 415 in Sandy Springs. Position 41, the failure to appear will be null prost.
Your Honor, may we please ask for balance probated to become probation becomes either terminated or non-reporting. He is going to be homeless since he cannot go back to his place. So he's going to be having very hard time for a few months.
Okay. Is he going to need a one-time escort to get any belongings from that address, Ms. Kim?
Your Honor, at this point, no.
Okay. Mr. Porter, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 001128C, you wish to plead guilty to battery family violence. Is
That is
correct?
correct, sir.
Are you under the influence? Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, Your Honor.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Very much so, Your Honor.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
I do, Your Honor.
Anyone force you or coerce you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Porter. I'll have it go to a non-reporting status when you complete the term. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation and have to pay those fees, okay?
Understood. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Good luck to you, Mr. Porter.
Thank you.
Position number 47, Mr. Demarius Tatum.
Have you resolved the issue, Ms. Kim?
No, I have not been able to get contact with him. May I please have 2 minutes with him?
Okay, that's fine. So if we can place Ms. Kim and medical into a breakout room, please.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And we'll be in recess until they come back.
Your Honor, the announcement for Mr. Tatum is that I will file waiver of arraignment. He pleads not guilty, and that's it, Your Honor.
He has something else holding him?
No, he doesn't, but he does not want to plead guilty at all.
Was that Tatum? 47?
Yes. And you don't have a bond, you don't want a bond argument, Ms. Kim? I mean, if he's only in on this obstruction of the highway.
Oh, that's a great idea, Your Honor, actually. I apologize. We would like to argue for the bond to be signature on bond so he can be released and fight for his case, Your Honor. He has been in the jail more than 11 days for, I don't think he was actually doing whatever he was accused of doing it. That's why he is very, very strong about being innocent for that. So he has nothing else that is holding him. That's what we would like to request for, Your
What
Honor.
is his current bond?
Current bond, Your Honor, give me 1 second.
It's $1,000.
Surety bond.
Okay, and who gave that to him?
That I do not have that information. Do you have it, Miss?
I can get it. Let
Okay.
me-
It was said by you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. I apparently said it, according to Mr. Jordan. Did I have any conditions on that? I mean, normally if
It was just at the social worker visit. There was no other conditions.
okay, so I wanted him to have a social worker visit. So if that has not been accomplished, Ms. Kim, then I think that there was a housing issue that I was concerned about. But I don't want to hold him in on just this charge. So I'm going to convert that if you'll convert the good bond to a signature bond through the jail with the same conditions that it had on it before. I also want him to, before he leaves, if you all can have someone provide him with some housing information. I think that was my concern before, okay?
I already did yesterday. However, I can ask another follow-up with a social worker as well.
Okay, thank you. And medical, is medical still there? Okay, so just communicate with your client, Ms. Kim, what we've done.
Yes,
I don't see medical.
I'll do that.
And Ms. Kim, position 47. No, okay, so he's just, someone was asking about Gregory Vaughn. Do we know what
Yeah.
we're gonna do with Mr. Vaughn today?
He did not show up at the interview booth yesterday, so I was hoping that I will be able to interview today.
Okay. Position number 10, Mr. Kane. Mr. White, what is the announcement on Mr. Kane?
I've got, that's a conflict, Your Honor.
Okay,
In McLeod's case, Judge.
okay, thank you. Ms. McLeod still on with us?
Yeah, she was-
And we're also holding on position 17 and 18, Mr. Dickey, who it's my understanding is going to be a negotiated plea.
That's correct, Judge. I think he may be in the group that they're going to retrieve to bring down here. Or I'm not sure medical was gonna handle him because he is on the third floor with medical, so I'm not sure.
Okay, so we'll take that as soon as we get him.
We're still waiting on Vaughn, she said.
Yes, she needs to interview him. Okay, we'll be in recess until someone's ready for us. Mr. Corral, did you have business before the court this morning? Didn't I see you last week? Oh, you're on mute there for me.
I believe he wanted to take the plea deal. And last
Oh.
week we set aside the bench warrant, and today we were going to allow him to take the plea.
Okay, did you all get the paperwork done for that?
I can get all the paperwork done, Your Honor.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and do that. My anticipation was that we'd have all that done and have him ready to go so we could get him in and out. So,
Okay.
yes, Mr. Corral.
Yes, I had a question. I wanted to ask for community service, for probation. Once I finish the community service, can the probation be terminated?
Okay, I'll certainly consider that. I don't have anything before me right now, Mr. Corral, as far as what the terms will be, but speak with Ms. Kim about that, and if you want to do community service over fine, it certainly will be fine with the court, okay?
Okay.
All right, so if you'll go ahead and get that paperwork done when you can, Ms. Kim, so we can get that completed.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Who do we have at medical?
This is position 17 and 18, Dickey.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Dickey. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I swear my voice is gone.
Okay, all right, you're fine, Mr. Dickey. Thank you. Yes, Ms. Tucker.
Yes, Judge. Mr. Dickey will be pleading guilty to battery family violence with the terms 12 months to serve 24 days, credit for time served 24 days, balance probated. Excuse me. To complete the family violence intervention program and to have no further contact with victim Gadavius Dickey. Position 18, the failure to appear will be dismissed.
Mr. White, you're muted there.
And Judge, yes, we just asked, you accept the plea as negotiated. We would ask that the probation go to non-reporting once he completes the family violence.
Mr. Dickey, it's my understanding that in case 22 CR 004093J, you wish to plead guilty to battery family violence. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, a lot of sleep.
That you've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and if by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
Accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Dickey. When you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation and have to pay those fees, okay?
Yes, sir. God bless you.
You as well, Mr. Dickey. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
My next person is 45 and 46, Margaret Field.
Your Honor, this is negotiated plea.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Steele. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony?
Good morning to you, my man.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, sir.
Mr.
Yes,
Mr. Steele will be pleading to one count of criminal trespass with the terms 12 months to serve 26 days, credit for time served 13 days, balance suspended, and to stay away from the CWS apartment homes at 415 Armour Drive in Atlanta. Position 46, the failure to appear will be null prost.
Kim?
Yes, we stipulate for the purpose of the plea.
Mr. Steele, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 001526J, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
Mm-mm.
Is that a no?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with your counsel's representation?
I can't really hear you, but I just woke up literally just now, so.
Okay, hold on. So you've been represented by Ms. Kim here. Are you happy with what she's done for you?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir, I mean.
Okay. You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and because you're pleading guilty to it, you're giving up that right. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody forced you or coerced you to plead guilty? Is that a no?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Steele. You know you can't go back to those CWS apartments, right?
Yeah, I understand that, but that case is 6 months old, sir. I haven't been back there anyways.
Okay, well, good. So stay away from there. All right, good luck to you, Mr. Steele.
All right.
And were you on the line, Ms. Tucker, when we were assessing Mr. Gurrell as far as the plea goes?
Yes, and I found the offer in our case notes, so I'm ready to proceed if Ms. Kim and Mr. Gurrell are.
Yes, we are ready.
Okay. I don't have anything on this case. It's not on my calendar, so can you give me please, Ms. Tucker, the case number and the full name and the charge?
Yes, this is case number 24 CR 008-328C, State versus Xavier Guerrero, Xavier. He's charged with cruelty to children in the 3rd degree and battery family violence.
Okay. Thank you. Just so that I know that I've addressed you, Mr. Guerrero, you've been charged in case 24 CR 008-328C with battery family violence and cruelty in the 3rd. Yes, Ms. Tucker.
Yes, on that battery family violence, the terms are going to be 12 months to serve 4 days, credit for time served 4 days, balance probated, to complete the family violence intervention program, and have no further violent contact with Jessica Clark or Legend Clark. Also to have no firearms. For the cruelty to children, it's going to be 12 months probation concurrent with the other count.
Okay, Mr. Guerrero, if you'll raise your right hand for me, please, sir. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Ms. Kim,
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't see any, he was having an issue with a community service. I don't see that there was a fine or community service requested. Am I missing
I
something?
don't see that either, Your Honor. I do not know where he got that.
Okay. Anything further, Ms. Kim?
Nothing further from defense, Your Honor.
All right.
Unless, maybe probation can be terminated after family violence intervention program is over.
Okay, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. Mr. Guerrero, I just want to make sure that if you need, do you understand the sentence that you'll receive if you plead guilty to these two charges, or do you understand that, or do you need to speak further with Ms. Kim?
I understand.
Okay, all right. Anything further, Ms. Kim, before I take the plea?
No, nothing further from defense, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Guerrero, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 008328C, you wish to plead guilty to battery, family violence, and cruelty to children in the 3rd degree. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, Your Honor.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
All right, I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Guerrero. When you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation and have to pay those fees, okay?
Okay.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so we are waiting for Mr. Kane, and we are also waiting for Mr. Vaughn. Mr. Jordan, are we able to go over the calendar while we wait? Is that possible?
Yes, Your Honor.
Would you all like to go over the calendar while we wait?
That'd be great.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Can everyone hear me?
Yep.
Position 1 is a null pros. Position 2 was waive jury. Position 3, waive jury. Position 4 was reset jury. Position 5 was reset jury, not guilty plea. Position 6 was reset jury. Position 7 was reset further notice. Position 8 was reset to the 22525 SAP. Position 9 was reset to the 22525 SAP. Holding on position 10. Position 11 was reset to the 22725 competency calendar. Position 12 was a plea. Position 13 was reset to 2/2025 SAP. Position 14, 15, and 16 are reset to the 2/2025 SAP. Position 17 was a plea. Position 18 was null pros. Position 19 is reset to 19 and 20 are reset to the 3/4/25 SAP. Position 21 was a plea. Position 22 was null pros. Position 23 was a plea. Position 24 is reset further notice, released. Position 25 reset further notice. Position 26 is a plea. Position 27 was null pros. Position 28 was a plea. Position 29 is reset to the 2/25/25 SAP. Position 30 is reset to 2/25/25 SAP. Position 31 is reset to the 2/27/25 SAP. Position 32 was a plea. Position 33 was a plea. Position 34 was a waiver, reset jury. Position 35 was a plea. Position 36 was a plea. Position 37 was null pros. Position 38 was a plea. Position 39 was a plea. Position 40 was a plea. Position 41 is null pros. Position 42 is reset further notice, released. Position 43 was a plea. Position 44 is null pros. Position 45 was a plea. Position 46 was null pros. Position 47 is reset further notice, $1,000 sign-on bond jail with a social worker visit for housing. So we're waiting on 48. Position 49 was, and 50 were waived jury. Position 51 is reset to the 2/25/25 SAP. Position 52 is reset jury. Position 53 is reset jury. Did we do 54? Oh, we're holding on 54. So we're still holding on 54 through
I have it
56?
was a waiver.
Oh, was it a waiver?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
So 54 is reset jury. And we're still holding on 55, 56?
I have
55
reset.
to 57 reset to February 25, 25.
Reset February 5th, you said?
February 25.
Oh, February 25. Gotcha, thank you.
I have an announcement on position 48, Mr. Vaughn. It's going to be a waiver, not guilty. I just spoke with him.
Okay.
Thank you.
So that was 55 through 57, reset 2/25.
Yes.
And did we do 58? Oh, 58 was released, reset further notice. And bond is waived jury now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
And I guess going back to position number 10, given that that was a conflict attorney that I don't see that we have anyone on for,
Your Honor,
and this is not,
Your Honor, Ms. McLeod is currently on the phone with position 10. And after
oh, okay. Okay, thank
position
you.
1 through 53.
Thank you. So Ms. Kim, do you want to, is Miss Sonia Vaughn there? I know that she's on for position number 48. Just to let her know, Ms. Vaughn, this case is, we have returned to the division judge. Notification will be given to Gregory Vaughn of his next court date.
Yes, actually, I just chatted
Oh, okay.
both Vaughn that we have.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What was the announcement on position 51 and 52, Mr. Webster, Dennis Murphy's case?
Reset to 2525 SAP for 51, and 52 is reset jury. He wanted to go back to the division.
All right.
We don't need him. Thank you.
Yeah.
Your Honor, we could go with position number 10. That's Mr. King.
Okay, is Ms. McLeod on with us?
She should be on shortly. She was on the phone just now.
Okay.
He never dropped it.
Yeah, Mr. Murphy was already here to make announcements on your case earlier. Thank you.
You would have been in there born.
No, you have 4, 5 or 6 people. Either way, we were still there. But anyway. I'm a home here.
Yes, Ms. McLeod, do you have an announcement on position 10, Mr. Kane?
Yes, Your Honor, we do. I have filed a waiver of arraignment on his behalf. We would also like to see if the court would consider reducing his bond, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Hardy, may I get Mr. Kane's history, please?
Yes, Your Honor. This defendant has, I'm sorry. This defendant has a total of 19 arrest cycles. Felony conviction in 2023 for possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony and aggravated assault. Also in 2023, there's a theft by taking with the possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. And nothing further to report.
What's the current bond, Ms. Tucker?
$5,000, I believe, 3,500 on the battery and 1,500 on the criminal trespass.
And did I set that bond?
Let me check.
That was Judge Law.
Okay, I'm being told it was Judge Law.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the state would object to any modification of the bond. You did hear he has extensive history, 19 total, although they aren't convictions yet. Out of December, he has a felony terroristic threats from Clayton County. From November of last year, he has a pending cruelty to children in the first out of Clayton County. And from 2023, he has an aggravated assault out of Fulton. So the history is very violent. These facts are very alarming. This incident occurred in front of the house of victim Sanders Zakeith. He was assaulted by this defendant who he had completely had no clue who he was. He had broken into his house and stolen some stuff. And when the victim approached him, he saw him trying to enter his apartment through the bedroom window. He then struck this defendant with a rock, causing a severe cut behind his ears. The defendant also had a machete on him. So this was a completely random act of violence. He doesn't know this defendant. The victim doesn't know this defendant. And very severe injuries. Between that and all the violence in the history, we think the bond was very reasonably set. We would ask that it not be amended.
Thank you, Ms. McLeod.
Your Honor, my understanding from my clients when we spoke was that it's a case of mistaken identity. He claims that he does not know the alleged victim and that the person that the alleged victim was describing was not him.
Okay.
I believe they may live in the same complex, but he maintains that it is someone else and it is not him.
All right. Given the history, I'm going to leave the bond where it is. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. And that concludes my business before the court. May I be excused?
Yes, we'll see you next time. Thank you. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
And I believe that completes both the 9 o'clock and the 11 o'clock calendars for today. Anything further from anyone? If not, thank you all. I'll see you next Tuesday.
Thank you.
What time is it?
About 8 till 11.
Okay. Thank you, Judge Morrow.
Hello, is anyone in the courtroom? Hello?
Yes, how can we help you?
Did y'all take care of a Reginald Lee today?
Hold on, please. Okay, thanks. Ms. Lee,
Yes.
that case will be reset for 2/25, 9 o'clock.
225.
Yes,
So, but he still has the bond, right, for that one?
yes. If he already have a bond, it's still there. Yes.
Oh, you're not sure if he have one?
No, I'm going on what you stated, ma'am. Court session over for today.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.